Okay, this is the case here. You can see, totally sealed. Alright, nothing seems to be working right today for whatever reason. It all went smoothly on the first one. So we'll put the stack here. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And there'll be 10 in this one here. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 in that one there as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start moving some of these over here. So that way everyone can see. There's those. There's those. Alright. Push these to the back here. And we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There we go. Okay, I'll just get this centered here. Alright. That looks good there. Okay, so now we can, we're going to get braking. I'm just going to change the autofocus here real quick. So that way, again, we can see the cards clearly, more so than some of the other stuff, which we don't really care about. Alright. And what I'm going to do, I did, because I know the wrappers were somewhat annoying last time. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to mute my microphone while I open the individual packs. And hopefully that'll make for a nicer experience for you guys. So we'll try that with this one here. Okay, there we go. So those are all open now. Let me know, like, if you want to hear the wrappers instead. Let me know, and we can definitely. I don't mind not muting it if you prefer that. The one thing that I just remembered that we forgot to do was the randomize this list in the top corner here. So here's this. Sorry. So we need this. Okay, there we go. Just so you can still see the cards there. So again, we're going to randomize to 5, and now I'll update the list on the screen. And essentially, this is just for any paralleled checklist cards. Because I'd imagine there still is going to be some of those one-of-one checklists, that sort of thing. so that way it's just a totally random chance whoever gets those cards there. So now we'll just update this list in the top corner. There we go. Starts with Dave, ends in Bill. Dave and Bill, perfect. Dave, Bill. Okay. So we can close that out now. Perfect. Okay, so let's get back to this here, and we can start opening some cards. So we'll go through, just for those of you that haven't, this is what the base cards look like for this year. So you got the position in English and French, the logo, the name, player number, and then on the back you got the card number, so it'll be between 1 and 200, the team they're on, and then just some of the stats and kind of a different fact about them. So yeah, relatively nice base cards for this year, I would say. Alright. Okay, so the first one we got here is a Montreal hit, gold parallel. And the parallels I will put in penny sleeves afterwards, just to save some time for everybody. Edmonton red parallel, Vontae Diggs. Edmonton red parallel, Colin Kelly. And some base. Oh, that's why I forgot to turn that stack over. We'll fix that for next time. Hamilton red parallel, Brandon Banks. 22 of, and the red parallels this year are numbered to 165. So a little bit higher than last year, which was at 150. Alright, looks like we have our first jersey card here. McLeod Bethel Thompson, Toronto. Game jersey, McLeod Bethel Thompson. Perfect. And again, the card store, like I was saying in the break the other night, was out of top loaders, but I'll make sure that these are all put in top loaders when they're shipped. Some base. Yeah, so it should have been this way. Alright, Ottawa parallel, Corey Tyndall. Gold, 36 of 50. Alright, we got another jersey card here. Oh, jersey autograph, Sean McEwen, Toronto Argonauts. Very nice. I'll get a top loader for that one, and we can have our first display. First display card going to Toronto. It's a nice hit. Alright, Ottawa, red parallel. Some base. And base. Alright, and I'm just going to mute the mic again for opening these other packs. Again, let me know in the comments if you like this or not. Alright, there we go. Okay. Base. Red parallel, Edmonton, Ricky Collins Jr. I'm just going to check the autofocus quickly here, guys, just to make sure that it's on the right amount. Sorry for the delay. Yes. Okay, perfect. Okay. Base. Base. And Toronto red parallel. Hamilton red parallel. Jalen Acklin. Base. Ottawa gold parallel. Dominic Davis. 14/50. Autograph Calgary Rene Paredes. Awesome. First Calgary hit. Nice card. Alright. And some base. We've got Winnipeg red parallel. Base. Base. And Hamilton red parallel. Dane Evans 30/165. And some more base. Alright, and hit for Montreal red parallel. And 3 base. So that's it for the first pack. I'll just get it set up and we can start on that. Start on the second box there. All right. Alright, so I'll mute it and open these first packs. Alright, so there's the first set here. We've got 3 base. Gold parallel, Winnipeg. 22/50. Got some base. Autograph, BC, Dominic Rhymes. Good one, and hopefully I know a few of you tuned in to the last break as well, and we had tons of duplicate autographs, so hopefully we don't have that this time. I don't know many people that want 3 of the same autograph. I think they'd rather have a nice mix. But Oh, blank back. Jagarrett Davis. Hamilton. Nice card. Alright. 3 base. Another base. Ottawa. Red parallel. Alright. Jersey. Suk Chung. Jersey card. BC. Nice hit. And Ottawa, red parallel. Sherrard, Baltimore. Some base. Red parallel, Ottawa again. Brad Sinopoli. Montreal, red parallel. Eugene Lewis. Bo Levi Mitchell, red parallel. 94/165. Some base. Alright, and we'll open these next packs here. Alright. So a few base. Red parallel, Winnipeg. Base. Red parallel, Calgary. Alright, red parallel, Montreal. Alright, we got a jersey card here. Trevor Harris, Edmonton, jersey card. Game jersey. Nice green. Very nice hit. Alright, some more base. Saskatchewan, John Ryan, red parallel. Red parallel for Calgary, Justin Lawrence. Some more base. Alright, gold parallel, Hamilton. 33/50. And autograph, Calgary, Cordero Law. So that's 2 autographs so far for Calgary, 1 in each of the first 2 boxes. and base. Alright, so that's it for the second box. I'll just clear the table here and we'll start on the third. Alright, grab the third box of this inner. Alright, so I'll mute it and open. Alright, what is the first set? Autograph for Ottawa, Avery Ellis. Nice autograph card. Alright. And an Avery Ellis blank back. Back-to-back Avery Ellis hits for Ottawa. Very nice. And we should have 4 base, yes. Red parallel, Saskatchewan, Solomon Elimimian. Some base. Red parallel, BC. And some base. Autograph, Montreal, John Bowman. It's a good autograph. Some base. And we got a jersey card here. Jersey card for Ottawa, Brad Sinopoli. Nice jersey card for Ottawa. Very nice. I like how on these ones this year they have the logo here versus just having it white. I think it adds a nice kind of design to the card. And a red parallel for Winnipeg. Red parallel BC, Brett Boyko. Base. Red parallel for Saskatchewan, Cameron Judge. And 2 base. Alright, we'll open the second set now. Alright. Still haven't hit a patch yet. 3 boxes in, but I'm sure they will come. Red Parallel BC Chris Casher. Base. Red Parallel for Calgary, Derek Wigan. And for base. Yep. Red Parallel, Ottawa, Alex Mateus. And it's a blank back. Yeah, blank back for Edmonton, Tavon Smith. Alright, and we got a jersey card here. Brandon Revenberg, Hamilton. Game jersey. Nice jersey card. And some more base. Red Parallel for Hamilton. Red Parallel for Hamilton again, Chris Van Zyl. And Gold Parallel for Toronto, Matt Nichols. Alright, so that's it for the third box. Just clean it away, get the lint roller out, and we can start the fourth. Alright, let's grab the fourth box here. Alright, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to mute and we'll go through this first one here. Okay, so let's go through the first stack here, see what we get. Red Parallel for Edmonton, Hugh O'Neill. Alright, some base. Ooh, 1 of 1, Hamilton. Darius Sirocco. Very nice. 1 of 1 Parallel for Hamilton. There we go. Nice card. I'm going to add that to the collection back here till we get a patch or something to replace it. That's a very nice card. There we go. Take the reflection out of it. Red parallel, BC, Sergio Castillo. Base. Alright, jersey card. BJ Cunningham, Montreal. Nice jersey card for Montreal. And some base. Red parallel for Ottawa, Michael Wakefield. Base. Gold parallel, Winnipeg, Jake Thomas. Hamilton, red parallel, 158 out of 165. And some base. Alright, the last ones. Red parallel for Saskatchewan, Nick Marshall. Okay. Think I see, yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna sort this here. There we go. We can see that nice one last. Edmonton, red parallel. I don't know what player it is, but I know it's a thick card, so it's going to be a patch of some kind. Toronto, red parallel. Tavares Daniels. Red parallel, Montreal. Red parallel for Hamilton, Larry Dean. Red parallel, or sorry, gold parallel for Ottawa, Nick Arbuckle, 44 of 50. Autograph, Winnipeg, Darvin Adams. Nice autograph for Winnipeg. Alright, red parallel for Hamilton. Okay, what do we have here, folks? We have, oh, big hit for Toronto. O-Pee-Chee Jumbo Patch, 2 of 2. McLeod Bethel Thompson. I'm going to put that in a one touch right away. Wow. That's a cool patch. I don't know if you can see the jersey, the picture in the jersey has the sponsorship logo, and this is from that jersey in the picture in the sponsorship patch. That's a cool patch. Big hit for Toronto. Wow. That couple nice Toronto hits there. If Bill's not watching, he's got a nice surprise when he finds out. Alright, on to box 5. Come on. I think they... Oh, there we go. It's almost glued shut. There we go. Well, we were wanting a patch, and we got one. And a really nice one at that. Alright. Base jersey card. Who do we have? Cody Fajardo, Saskatchewan. Game jersey. Nice hit for Saskatchewan. Alright, Ottawa, red parallel. Gerard Fernandez. Shane Bergman, red parallel for Calgary. Red parallel, Hamilton, Mike Filler. Gold parallel for Winnipeg, Lucky Whitehead, 1 of 50. Very nice. Autograph, Saskatchewan. Kicker, Brett Lowther. Base. Red parallel, Toronto, Marcus Thigpen. And red parallel for Hamilton, Tunde Adeleke, 159 of 165. Alright, we'll go with open the second stack. Alright, let's see what we got in this second stack here. Some base, or gold parallel for, Toronto. 2 of 50. Autograph, BC, Joel Figueroa. And this picture actually looks like there is a issue with it or something. It's really scratched up and kind of off looking. That's always too bad. BC autograph. Alright, some base. Gold parallel for Calgary, Eucomber Williams, 38 of 50. Alright, red parallel for Ottawa, John Crockett. And base. Red parallel Saskatchewan, Kyron Moore. Red parallel for Edmonton, David Beard. Red parallel for Hamilton, Jesse Gibbon, 18 of 165. And a Randall Evans blank back. Nice hit there, Randall Evans blank back. And a couple base. Alright, we'll just clear off this next set here, and we can open the next box. Okay, box number 6 of this inner. Alright, we'll open up this first stack here. Sorry everyone, forgot to mute it for the first half there. Hopefully I didn't wreck anyone's ears. Oh, I see a patch in there. So let's move that to the back. Alright. Autograph for Toronto, Declan Cross. Nice autograph for Toronto. And I apologize, the card shop only had ones that said rookie card. They were all out of the normal ones. So I'll put them in this way so that at least, you know, it doesn't say rookie card on the front and stuff, but I apologize. At least it's protected. Yeah, it was really surprising when the gold parallel for Saskatchewan, John Ryan. When I said that they were like out of stock and they hadn't received any, and I checked a couple of the stores and they were all really low on supplies for top loaders. Hamilton red parallel. BC red parallel, Mike Riley, 15 of 165. base. Gold parallel for Calgary. Number 11 of 50. Some base. And a red parallel for Winnipeg. Kyrie Wilson. Red parallel, Saskatchewan. Some base. Alright, let's see what the patch is. Stampeders. Calgary Stampeders patch. Rene Paredes. Calgary patch. Very nice. Number 22 of 25. Patch for Calgary. 22 of 25. Rene Paredes. Very nice. Alright, we'll add this to the little display here. Just take a quick minute. Alright, there we go. Okay. And some base. Alright, we'll open up this next set here. Alright, let's see what we got in this half. Base, Ottawa, red parallel, Don Unamba. Red parallel, Ottawa, Cleon Lang. Base. Edmonton, red parallel, Justin Tuggle. Red parallel for Saskatchewan, Charleston Hughes. Base. Gold parallel for Saskatchewan, 13 of 50, Taryn Vaughn. Alright, we got a jersey card. Stampeders again. Derek Dennis. That was a good box for Calgary. Couple nice hits. Come on. There we go. Perfect. Derek Dennis. Calgary jersey. That's definitely a Calgary favored box for the hits. Winnipeg, Johnny Augustine. Gold parallel, sorry. Saskatchewan, red parallel, Mike Edom. Alright, and that's it for that box. We'll tidy things up and keep going. Alright. Box number 7? Yes. Alright, let's see what's in this box. Winnipeg, red parallel, Lucky Whitehead. Checklist, red parallel, Cameron Judge and Henoch Mwamba. So that's going to Dave, as we did with the randomizer. So Dave's getting that red parallel checklist. And some base. Calgary, red parallel, Brandon Dozier. Calgary autograph, Sean McEwen. Sean McEwen, Calgary autograph. Some base. Calgary, red parallel, Rene Paredes. BC, gold parallel, William Arndt, 25 of 50. Winnipeg, red parallel, Chad Rempel. Edmonton, red parallel, Jordan Hoover. Alright, and we'll open up this next stack. Alright, and let's see what we got in this second half of the box. Gold parallel, Edmonton, Armonte Edwards, 40 of 50. 40 of 50. Hamilton, red parallel. Alright, and we got a... Oh. It's an O-Pee-Chee jumbo jersey for Saskatchewan, Ed Gainey. Ed Gainey, O-Pee-Chee jumbo jersey. It's a nice hit for Saskatchewan. And we got some base. BC red parallel. Calgary gold parallel. Justin Lawrence, 44 of 50. BC red parallel. And Winnipeg autograph, Adam Bighill. Very nice autograph for Winnipeg. Oh. And some base. And an Edmonton red parallel to finish off that box. Alright, we are on to box 7 of 10 for the first inner. Alright, let's take a look at the first half of this box. Autograph, Edmonton, Kawhi Boateng. Kawhi Boateng for Edmonton. There we go. Nice hit. And Toronto blank back. Nice Toronto blank back. And some base. Alright, Hamilton, red parallel. Montreal, gold parallel, 41 of 50, Naaman Roosevelt. Mike Edom, Saskatchewan, autograph. There we go. Nice hit for Saskatchewan. Mike Edom, autograph. There we go. Alright, and we got some base, and we have a jersey here. For the Tiger Cats, Ted Laurent. Nice jersey card for Hamilton. Nice hit. And we got a red parallel for Edmonton, Ryan King. Red parallel for Toronto, Declan Cross. And a Montreal red parallel. Alright, we'll open the second half. Alright, and this set may just, I was going to say may just be filled with parallels because we got our 3 hits, but we have a jersey here right away. Rough Riders, Brendan Labatt. Nice hits. I believe that box had 4 hits. I think we had 2 jerseys and 2 autographs so far. I mean, we'll see what the rest of these packs have. So I believe that's the first one that we've had that has had over kind of the hits that they say. Alright, our second checklist parallel. Brandon Banks and Cody Fajardo. Number 30 of 165 is going to Dean. So the next parallel checklist will be going to, that'll be going to Daniel. Some base. Edmonton, red parallel, Forrest Hightower. Toronto, red parallel. And some base. Winnipeg, red parallel, Willie Jefferson. Hamilton, gold parallel, Chris Van Zyl. Montreal, red parallel. BC, red parallel. And that's it for that box. That was pretty good. We got 4 hits in that one, 2 jerseys, 2 autographs. Alright, and we're on to box 9 of 10. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh, I see a patch in there. So we will move that to the bottom. let's go here. Okay. Some base. Winnipeg, red parallel, Justin Medlock. It's always exciting when you know there's a patch card waiting at the end of the pile. Montreal, red parallel. Some base. Winnipeg, red parallel, Zach Collaros. Montreal, red parallel, Tony Washington. Some base. Winnipeg, red parallel, Darvin Adams. And autograph for Edmonton, Armonte Edwards. And a Monty Edwards autograph for Edmonton. There we go. Okay. Gold parallel for Edmonton, Jake Serezna, 36 of 50. Okay. Got a patch here. We'll make sure those are both base. Blue Bombers. Patch. Matt Nichols. Three color patch. There's a tiny bit of blue there. 24 of 25. There's a bit of chipping on kind of these edges here, but that nice patch card. Get a top loader for that, or a one touch, sorry. There we go, Matt Nichols. Add him to the display there. Alright, we'll go through the second stack. Okay, let's see what's in the second half of that box. Base. Red parallel for Calgary. Red parallel for Edmonton. Some base. Gold parallel for Edmonton. Kwaku Boateng, sorry. 46 of 50. Some base. And we have a jersey. Sorry. Make sure it's a base. Jersey card for the Stampeders. Bo Levi Mitchell. Nice jersey card hit for Calgary. It's a nice photo too. Very nice. I believe that would have been taken on Labor Day with the black uniforms. Very sharp. Alright, hit for Ottawa, Justin Howell, 23 of 50, gold parallel. Hamilton, red or gold parallel for Patrick Levels, 41 of 50. Montreal, 159 of 165. Christian Matt. And BC, red parallel, Hunter Stewart. And that's it for that box. Well, that's awesome. You hit that number 9 of 10 auto patch for Nichols. So hopefully you'll be able to develop a full Nichols collection for this year. Alright, last box of this inner. Alright, some base cards, and we started out with a Greg Ellingson red parallel. Red parallel for Montreal. Ottawa, gold parallel, 45 of 50. Base, and we got a jersey. Blue Bombers, Stanley Bryant, game jersey for Winnipeg. Nice hit for Winnipeg. Calgary, red parallel. Ottawa, red parallel. RJ Harris. Montreal, gold parallel. Tyler Krapinga, 35 of 50. And we got a Simone Lawrence red parallel. All right. We got a gold parallel, Dane Evans, Hamilton, 23 of 50. Autograph, Simone Lawrence, Hamilton. Very nice. Nice autograph for Hamilton, Simone Lawrence. There you go. Red parallel for Hamilton, Jeremiah Mazzoli. Autograph for Saskatchewan, Ed Gainey. Nice hit for Saskatchewan. And a red parallel for Hamilton. Gold parallel for Montreal, 10 of 50. Red parallel for Hamilton, Ted Laurent. Base. And we got a red parallel for Calgary to finish off that box and that inner case. So I think we did pretty good for the hits on that inner case. I mean, looking at it, we got the Paredes patch, we got the Nichols patch, we got the Hamilton 1 of 1, we got the Sean McEwen game auto jersey, and definitely the best hit for this first inner was right here. McLeod Bethel Thompson, 2 of 2, jumbo patch, O-Pee-Chee. Very nice. Alright, now let's see what cards we can get in the second case. Sorry, not the second case, the second inner. Alright, let's see what the first box of this inner brings. And I agree, that McLeod Bethel Thompson card is pretty sweet. Alright, Vernon Adams Jr., game jersey, Montreal. Nice hit. It's always nice when you can get, as in the case with the McLeod Bethel Thompson patch, we have an Edmonton red parallel. If you can get it where the jersey is actually the same color as what they're wearing in the photo, I find that always adds a nice little touch. Montreal red parallel. Guess it makes it feel a little bit more real, I guess, because the picture's right there proving that they wore it. Calgary red parallel, Nate Hawley. BC red parallel, Micah Johnson. And Ottawa autograph, Nolan McMillan. Nice autograph for Ottawa. Nolan McMillan. Red parallel for Winnipeg, Adam Bighill. And gold parallel for Edmonton, Greg Ellingson, number 7 of 50. And autograph for Winnipeg, Jamarcus Hardrick. Nice autograph for Winnipeg. There we go. And some base. Alright, so the second half of that box. Got a jersey here. BC Lions, Joel Figueroa. Nice jersey card for BC. Alright, red parallel, Montreal, John Bowman. And some base. Oh, we got a blank back for Alex Fontoya with the Red Blacks. There we go. Alex Fontoya blank back for Ottawa. Red parallel, Montreal. Red parallel for Calgary, Mike Rose, 40 of 165. Red parallel for Hamilton, Frankie Williams. And gold parallel for Calgary, Josh Huff, 36 of 50. And red parallel for BC, Ryan Brown. That finishes off that box. We'll get set up, do a little lint rolling, and on to the next one. Okay, second box of this inner. Alright, first half here. Oh, we do have a patch. You can see that thick one there. So let's move that to the bottom. All right. Some base. So, oh, that's probably where we cut it. That's why. Okay. Nick Dembski, red parallel. Saskatchewan, gold parallel. Dan Clark, 17 of 50. Saskatchewan, red parallel. BC, gold parallel. Suk Chung, 7 of 50. Some base. Alright, we got jersey. Blue Bombers. Matt Nichols. Matt Nichols, Blue Bomber jersey. Nice hit for Winnipeg. Some base. Edmonton autograph, Ryan King. Ryan King with the Edmonton autograph. Place it. And an Edmonton red parallel, Monty Edwards. Alright, now we're here at the patch, I believe. BC Lions, Joel Figueroa, number 1 of 25. 3-color patch for BC. Nice card. It's the first BC patch I've seen, and our break and any other ones as well, so that's nice to see. Nice hit, BC. We'll maybe move this 1 of 1 over there. There we go. Okay, we'll open the second ones now. Okay, see what the second half of this box brings us. Calgary gold parallel, 43 of 50. Saskatchewan red parallel. And thanks for the heads up on that, Daniel, on the BC logo that's up on eBay. I'll have to take a look at that. Hamilton red parallel. If you know off the top of your head, feel free to put in the comments what they're asking for it and which player. I'd be curious. Edmonton, Ryan King, Colin Kelly, 10 of 50, gold parallel. Winnipeg, Jake Thomas, red parallel. Calgary red parallel, Sean McEwen. Edmonton red parallel. And we got a red parallel for Ottawa. Interesting. Thank you very much, Daniel. I appreciate that. Might have to take a look at that, see who's selling it when I got a minute. I'm hoping we pull a logo patch in this box. We didn't in the first case break, so I'm hoping that there's one in here somewhere. Alright. Gold parallel for Toronto, Alden Darby, 14 of 50. Hamilton, red parallel. Saskatchewan, red parallel. AC Leonard. Saskatchewan, gold parallel, 16 of 50. I wish there was a CFL season this year, because we could have set up a break, during one of the games, and then we'd have something to kind of talk about as the game's going on. Henoch Mwamba, Montreal autograph. It's always fun to have kind of something going on in the background, and if a player makes a big play and then you pull his card or something like that. Add some excitement, but we'll have to wait and hope for next year. Montreal, gold parallel, 13 of 50. Trey Rutherford. Some base. And we got a red parallel for Hamilton. And a red parallel for Montreal, Greg Reed. Alright, second half of this box. Winnipeg, red parallel. Edmonton autograph, Sean White. This autograph card for Edmonton. Some base. Hamilton, red parallel, Jared Davis. And Hamilton, red parallel. Alright. What we got? Okay, we got jersey card, Lions, Mike Riley, BC jersey card. Nice hit. The orange really pops on these cards. It's nice. Alright, red parallel, Isaac Harker, Saskatchewan. Red parallel, Dan Clark, Saskatchewan. And a gold parallel for Ottawa. Don Unama, 50 of 50. Nice. And some base. So that's it for that box. Alright. So I believe we have 6 left after this. So we're on box 7 then. Or 3, I suppose. Alright, first stack here. Got a jersey card for Montreal, Christian Matt. Nice jersey card for Montreal, guard. Got some base. Red parallel, Toronto, McLeod Bethel Thompson. And a blank back, Don Unamba, Ottawa. Red parallel, Montreal. Or sorry, Toronto. That's a Toronto hit. Sometimes the different jerseys throw you off when you're reading it or looking at it. BC red parallel, Shaq Johnson. Montreal gold parallel, 27 of 50, Christian Matt. And some base. And I got a red parallel for Toronto. Red parallel for Montreal, Trey Rutherford, 1 of 165. Base. Alright, let's see what we got in this one. We do have a patch. See that thick guy there? So I'm going to move it to the end here. Here we go. Okay. BC autograph, Chris Rainey. Nice autograph card for BC. BC red parallel, Aaron Grimes. Red parallel for Calgary, William Langley. Base. Montreal red parallel for Naaman Roosevelt. Red parallel for Toronto. Red parallel for Calgary, Kadeem Carey. Alright, and we're getting close to the patch there. Andrew Harris, red parallel. Okay, so we got a patch for the Alouettes. Oh, number 1 of 10, Vernon Adams Jr. Game auto patch. Wow. That's a big hit. We've got some big quarterback hits in this case. Wow. Very nice card. 1 of 10. Vernon Adams Jr. So I think we gotta give Sean McEwen the boot there. And put VA right in the middle. Alright, so that's it for that box. We'll just clean up, then we can go to the next one. Alright, so let's take a look at this box. And Daniel, I ended up actually with Montreal, I ended up buying them as they were the only team kind of left unclaimed. So I thought with Vernon Adams I'd take my shot, and it looks like it paid off. Antoine Pruneau, Ottawa. Nice autograph for Ottawa. Edmonton, Matt O'Donnell. Winnipeg, red parallel, Kenny Lawler. Autograph, Winnipeg, Andrew Harris. Nice autograph. Winnipeg's got some good autographs in this case. Got a Harris, a Big Hill. Very nice. Base. Calgary, red parallel, Eric Rogers. 164, 165. Winnipeg, Andrew Harris, gold parallel, 25 of 50. Ottawa, red parallel, Dominic Davis. BC, red parallel, Chris Rainey. Alright, second half of the box. Red parallel for Edmonton. Winnipeg, red parallel. Calgary, red parallel, Nick Arbuckle. Or sorry, that's Ottawa. Ottawa, Nick Arbuckle. Got a jersey for the Ticats. Jeremiah Mazzoli, game jersey. Very nice. And some base. Gold parallel for BC, 17 of 50, Mike Riley. Montreal, red parallel. Edmonton, red parallel. 165 of 165, Sean White. And we got a Calgary gold parallel, Sean McEwen, 45 of 50. And that's it for that box. Alright, and we're on the home stretch. This is only 4 boxes left after this one that we just opened. Cordero Law, red parallel for Calgary. Alright, Jumbo Jersey, McLeod Bethel Thompson, Toronto. So we got the Jumbo Jersey and the Jumbo Patch in this case. So here we go. Got both of those. Bill's going to be happy with his Toronto hits, I'm thinking. It's always nice to get those. And we've done well for quarterbacks. Toronto red parallel. Lots of good quarterbacks hits, which is always nice to see if you can get kind of those premier players. Edmonton gold parallel, 46/50, Kyle Saxled, as I butcher his last name. Oh, Matthew O'Donnell, Edmonton autograph. Very nice. Nice hit. And some base. And what do we have here? Jersey for BC, Brandon Rutley. Nice jersey card for BC, Brandon Rutley. And we got a red parallel for Calgary, Richard Leonard. And we got Ciante Evans, red parallel, Montreal. BC, red parallel. And that's it for the first half. Alright, second half of this box. Hopefully we can get a good autograph for 1 of 1. William Powell, red parallel. Calgary, red parallel, Jamar Wall. Red parallel for Winnipeg. And a gold, Justin Tuggle, 32/50. Dakota Shepley, red. Toronto, red, Jamal Campbell. And Cleon Lang. Toronto, Ottawa, sorry. Autograph. Cleon Lang. Base and Brett Boyko blank back for BC. Brett Boyko blank back. Very nice. Alright, that's it for that box. 4 left. We'll hopefully get a few more patches. Hopefully somebody will get one of those ultimate CFL logo patches. We'll see. All right. Let's take a look at the first cards in this box. Richie Leone, 1 of 165, red parallel. That's for Ottawa. And we got a jersey for the Eskimos. Kwaku Boateng. Jersey for Edmonton. Nice deep green on that jersey. The worst is when you get jerseys that have white cards that have white jerseys. BC red. They don't really pop a lot, especially depending on how the card layout is. Edmonton gold, 37 of 50, Shaquille Cooper. And some base. Dominic Rhymes, red parallel. Winnipeg red, Stanley Bryant. Saskatchewan gold, 29 of 50. And Edmonton red, Terry Williams. Alright, let's see what we got here. Oh, we do have a patch. Right there. So let's move that boy to the bottom. Alright. And we wait in anticipation to see who gets the patch. Saskatchewan red parallel. Toronto red parallel. Montreal John Bowman gold, 31 of 50. Nice. Ottawa red for Avery Williams. Solomon Elimimian, Saskatchewan auto. Nice hit for Saskatchewan. Nope. We haven't hit any of the short print autos yet. Hopefully we can get one of those. Toronto, red, Randy Richards. Alright. Montreal, gold, number 9 of 50, Deontay Evans. Alright, and our patch is for the Tiger Cats. Game patch, Jeremiah Mazzoli, 10 of 25. Sorry, 18 of 25, sorry. That's 18 of 25. Jeremiah Mazzoli patch for the Tiger Cats. Nice. And the quarterback patch streak continues. Very nice. I don't have another stand. I fit back there. No. Okay. Very nice. I'll just clean up this in this box. Alright, Dan has said to bump the nickels for the Mazzoli, so that is what we will do. Put the Mazzoli in there. I know they're kind of out of focus, but it's nice to have something in the background. Okay, fresh box. Only have 2 left after this, so we're getting down to the end. Autograph for Hamilton, Brandon Revenberg. Nice autograph. There we go. I got some base. And we got a red for Edmonton, Shaq Cooper. A red for Toronto, Matt Nichols. And we got, for the Red Blacks, game jersey, Dominic Davis. Dominic Davis, game jersey. Shaq Richardson, 13 of 50 for Toronto. Base, and we got a jersey for the Argos. Sean McEwen, game jersey for Toronto. Very nice. And followed up by a Montreal Red, Woody Barron. Avery Ellis Red. Winnipeg Red, Patrick Neufeld. Okay, so the second half of this box. No patches, but hopefully we can get some autographs or one-of-ones. Autograph, Shaq Johnson, BC. I think that's the third one. I think he's like the only one really I've gotten the autographs on. I think I got 2 in the last case and 1 here. I just have to grab some more top loaders. Alright, back in business. BC Red. Winnipeg Red. Hamilton, 4 of 50, Jesse Gibbon. And some base. Ottawa, Lewis Ward, red. And we got Ottawa, Corey Tyndall. And some base. Lucky Whitehead, blank back for Winnipeg. Base, and then we got an Isaac Harker 2 of 50 gold parallel for Saskatchewan. And more. Sorry, guys. There we go. Caught the camera. Hopefully, a little motion sickness there. Hopefully not. Alright. Sorry about that. Kept bumping my camera for some reason. Autograph. Tyler Krapinga, Montreal. Nice autograph for Montreal. Red parallel for Edmonton. Mike Moore. Red parallel for Calgary, Royce Mechie. And a gold parallel for Calgary. 42 of 50. William Longley. Autograph for Toronto, Tommy Campbell. There we go. Red for Saskatchewan, Thaddeus Coleman. Red for Montreal, Enoch Mwamba. And a red for BC, John White. Alright, so no patches here, so hopefully we get one more in that last box sitting back there. This is a blank back for Hamilton, Frankie Williams. Come on, there we go. Nice blank back. Ottawa red, Randall Evans. There's a base. Edmonton gold, Matt O'Donnell, 12 of 50. Saskatchewan red parallel. I wonder how many of you, if I got really excited about a card that wasn't exciting, would look at their video if they're not watching full time. Be interesting to see. Toronto, Tommy Campbell. Just get really excited over a John Ryan base card or something and see who comes running to their laptop or tablet. Ottawa, Justin Howell. Toronto, 11 of 50. Lacombo. Alright. Looks like we got a hit here. Turn it around. Upside down or something. Game jersey. Adam Bighill for Winnipeg. Nice game jersey, Adam Bighill. Alright, so we are down to our last box. Hopefully those teams that haven't gotten a hit can get one this time. And I'm really hoping we've saved the best for last and we can get a CFL logo patch. Okay, let's see what's in the first. No patches in the first half. Keep the intensity up. Lamar Durant, red. Alright, we got a... Oh, there we go. Another Rene Paredes. Game auto jersey for Calgary. Very nice hit for Calgary. Just gonna grab a one touch for that. Very nice. There we go. That might have been the hit in this last box. Game auto jersey for Rene Paredes. Probably a future Hall of Famer. Nice hit for Calgary. Brandon Rutley, red parallel. Alright, we got a Red Blacks game jersey. Alex Mateus. Very nice. Some base. Got a BC Gold 21 of 50 Mitch Barnett. And base. Vernon Adams Jr. red. Ed Gainey red 160 of 165. Toronto, Robert Woodson. Alright. See what we got. No patch. So that's all the patches we're going to get. Hopefully we can get a rare autograph or another one of one. Toronto red. Montreal red. Base. Toronto gold 14 of 50. Levi Knoll. Calgary red parallel Winton McManus. Get some base. Montreal red parallel BJ Cunningham. We got a Calgary red parallel Josh Huff. Base. And the last couple here. There we go. Jamar Wall, Calgary autograph. Nice autograph. Jamar Wall for Calgary. And the last hit is a Vernon Adams Jr. 22 of 50 gold parallel for Montreal. I'll just clean these up and then we'll go through the hits. Do a nice summary for everyone. So for blank backs, we have Frankie Williams, Lucky Whitehead, Brett Boyko, Don Unamba, Alex Fontea, Nate Ajay, Randall Evans, Tavon Smith, Avery Ellis, and Jagarrett Davis. So those are the blank backs that we hit. We got one of one card for Hamilton, Darius Sirocco. And for autographs, we've got a decent stack here. So we've got Jamar Wall, Calgary, Tommy Campbell, Toronto, Tyler Karpinga, Montreal, Shaq Johnson, BC, Brandon Revenberg, Hamilton, Solomon Elamimian, Saskatchewan, Ottawa, Cleon Lang, Edmonton, Matthew O'Donnell, Winnipeg, Andrew Harris, Ottawa, Antoine Pruneau, BC, Chris Rainey, Edmonton, Sean White, Montreal, Henoch Mwamba, Edmonton, Ryan King, Winnipeg, Jamarcus Hardrick, Ottawa, Nolan McMillan, Saskatchewan, Ed Gainey, Hamilton, Simone Lawrence, Edmonton, Armonte Edwards, Saskatchewan, Mike Edom, Edmonton, Kwaku Boateng, Winnipeg, Adam Bighill, Calgary, Sean McEwen, Toronto, Declan Cross, BC, Joel Figueroa, Saskatchewan, Brett Lawler, Winnipeg, Darvin Adams, Montreal, John Bowman, Ottawa, Avery Ellis, Calgary, Cordero Law, BC, Dominic Rhymes, and Calgary, Rene Paredes. And we'll go through the jerseys. Alright, so jerseys, we have McLeod Bethel Thompson, Alex Mateus, Adam Bighill, Sean McEwen, Dominic Davis, Kwaku Boateng, Brandon Rutley, Jeremiah Mazzoli, Christian Matt, Mike Riley, Matt Nichols, Joel Figueroa, Vernon Adams, Stanley Bryant, Bo Levi Mitchell, Brendan Labatt, Ted Laurent, Derek Dennis, Cody Fajardo, BJ Cunningham, Brandon Revenberg, Brad Sinopoli, Trevor Harris, and Suk Chung. And then for the jumbo jerseys, we have McLeod Bethel Thompson and Ed Gainey, Saskatchewan. Then we were fortunate enough to get, I think, a decent amount of good hits here. So we have, for the game auto jerseys, we got two, Sean McEwen and Rene Paredes. And then for patches, we got Matt Nichols, Jeremiah Mazzoli, 18 of 25. Joel Figueroa, BC, 1 of 25. Rene Paredes, 22 of 25. Stampeders. And then we got a Vernon Adams game auto patch, numbered 1 to 10. And then I think my favorite pull of today was the McLeod Bethel Thompson 2 of 2 O-Pee-Chee jumbo patch. Very nice card. Alright, well, thank you to everyone who participated. I'll get... oh, jeez. Alright, had to end on a good note. I'll get all these cards sorted, protected, sent out to you. Feel free to message me if you guys have any questions questions, concerns, anything like that. And again, thanks for trusting me with this, and hopefully everyone's happy with the cards they got, and enjoy the rest